Hello and welcome. So the government will finally talk to the World Atomic Body, International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA. But before that, they had to get the go-ahead from the left parties. To talk more about it, we have with us CPM General Secretary Mr. Prakash Karat. So thank you very much for this interview. So first you said, don't talk to the IAEA. That would amount to operationalizing the deal. Now you say it's okay to go to the IAEA. What made you change your stand? What has happened in the past few days for you to change your stand? Is this also a change in your policy towards the nuclear deal?
Well, we had said the 123 agreement should not be operationalized. And for that, the government should not proceed to go and talk and work out a safeguards agreement with the International Atomic Energy Agency. Because we felt that this step would be opening the way to the next steps towards operationalization. In the whole of October, the government was asking us to allow them to go for talks at the IAEA. And they said, let us look at the results and then we can discuss with you and consult the left also regarding the matter. So we have discussed this matter, and we have decided yesterday in the meeting at the UPA Left Committee meeting that let the government go for the talks with the IAEA Secretariat. They will not initial the agreement, nor will they take the text of the agreement to the board for approval. They will bring back the results of these talks to this committee, the UPA Left Committee, for our consideration. And that will become part of the exercise to arrive at the findings of the committee. This should provide, I think, a way for the government to go and assess what they can get out of the talks with the IAEA, and it also provides us an opportunity to bring this into the committee and make this within the jurisdiction of the UPA Left Committee, and then we can decide what to do after examining the nature of the safeguards agreement text.
Sir, the National Security Advisor, he seems to have made his own interpretation about your permission. After you have given the permission to the government to go to the IAEA, he says the next few steps to finalizing the deal with America are pretty simple. In fact, in an interview, he says that he talks about getting the NSG clearance through America and putting the 123 agreement for a vote in the US Congress. Is he correct in his assessment?
The negotiating team of the government would go to the IAEA at Vienna, hold talks with the Secretariat. They will come back with the results of that. And the UPA Left Committee will also now bring this under their consideration. As you know, the UPA Left Committee has looked at firstly the implications of the Hyde Act on the 123 agreement and for our foreign policy and for our security related matters. And we had more or less completed those discussions in the last 5 meetings that we have held. Now on the 6th meeting, we have added one more item onto the agenda, which is that let us examine also the safeguards agreement text which they will bring. So I think this probably was missed by the National Security Advisor. Probably he had not seen the full statement we had issued at the end of the meeting, which is that the outcome of the talks at the IAEA now comes under the jurisdiction of the UPA Left Committee. This is a change because in the earlier stages of the Indo-US Nuclear Cooperation Agreement, there were 3 stages earlier. We came into the picture responding to what was decided at the various stages. Now at the 4th stage, on the question of going to the IAEA to complete a safeguards agreement, there has been an understanding reached between the UPA and the left that the left will have also a say on the IAEA safeguards agreement. Let me make it clear, our objection is not as such to the IAEA safeguards agreement. Our objection is to the 123 agreement, the bilateral agreement with the United States. And we are objecting to taking the next steps because we see it as a step towards operationalizing the 123 agreement. So that is the key question, whether the government should go ahead for operationalizing the agreement. That decision is yet to be taken because the committee has not arrived at its final conclusions or findings.
Right. So the problem is not really
With any country, we are not taking that position. We are objecting to the Indo-US Nuclear Agreement because of the Hyde Act and, according to us, the implications of the Hyde Act on the 123 Agreement.